Why, hello and welcome everybody, it is Pohx again, and as promised, this is going to be part 2 of the Summoner Guide, which is going to explain all about the skill tree. It's going to explain the reason why I chose certain nodes. If you guys have any questions about certain nodes, of course, just drop them in the comment section below. And it's going to show kind of like a progression of how I weaved in and out of the tree. So let's go ahead and start. The reason why I started off Witch is I do not go into any other tree other than Witch as a starting point. Meaning I don't touch Shadow, I don't touch Templar, and I don't touch Scion. Now you could make them as as either if you'd like. Templar you could potentially come in for Zealots and do some stuff here, and Scion you could go through Shaper and grab the Life Regeneration or something. It's not too bad. You could easily make it work, but I personally prefer Witch. Now what I would highly recommend for you to do, assuming you don't have any currency and you're going to make this as a fresh character in the new league, is the following. Start off Witch, and instead of taking this energy shield route, just take it through spell damage, casting speed, or spell damage into elemental dominion and connect through here. The reason being is you don't need the energy shield early game, you don't need any of this early game, this is for end game, even mid game, and whereas here you could take, I know people don't like it, but you could take Flame Blast and you could level just fine. Vice versa, you could take any spell, really, because you're scaling spell damage and or cast speed. So you want to come up through spell damage, into elemental dominion, connect into minion damage, grab Lord of the Dead, and you'll swing up. From the intel here, you're going to grab your life nodes, come across, you're going to skip all of this here, you don't need any of this, and you're going to come down immediately. And depending on what you're using, like if you're trying to level your gems, Hatred's going to need Dex, and Strength is just, it's an HP filler if you want. It's not bad at all, but you're going to need it for certain things. You can come across and you can grab this Purity of Flesh Wheel for life, and then you can also come across 1, 2, 3 and grab the life right here. From there, you're going to come downward, and you're going to go right into the energy shield and connect upward and grab your life, come upward, across and grab your life. Now, whenever you choose to use minions is entirely up to you. Me personally, when I got to Cruel Act 3 around level 50, when I was able to take the Spectres from Scepter of God, the Bubble Boys, also known as the Evangelists, my build was ready to go as a summoner. But before then, my summons were very lackluster. They did not deal very good damage. The Evangelists in normal worked pretty good, actually. They were okay, but I just personally thought that Flame Blast was easier for leveling. Now, you could also just come up through here and grab like Breath of Flames, Heart of Flames, and go in and grab Holy Fire as well. Like you could literally level this as a Flame Blast spec and respec. Absolutely no problem. Vice versa here, you would respec this section to go through here. There's optional nodes you can pick up in the build, such as you could grab Heart and Soul. You have all these Dex nodes here in case you need Dex. You have Strength nodes here in case you need Strength. You have minion instability if you want to play around with that. You could just swap the points around, although I am grabbing Spiritual Guardian with my current build. You've got life nodes here. You've got optional Zealot's Oath here. Typically, in my opinion, you have a choice to make between 5 points for Zealot's Oath, or 4 points for Essence Surge. It's really up to you which one you want to grab. They both have their ups and downs. Actually, there's not really a down for Essence Surge. You've got optional Flask nodes if you want Flask nodes. You've got Mind Barrier for Spell Block. You have Mana and Life Hybrid nodes. I think I went into that before. 1 point for Effective Curses is also pretty good. You have the option of coming south here. So if you follow along with my current character, if you watch the previous video, you'll know that I run Purity of Elements. If you don't want to run Purity of Elements because you feel it's a waste and whatnot, I'll tell you what you can do. You can spec into Dex and Dex if you need them. So 30 and 30 make 60. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's 100 dexterity from your tree. You can go ahead and pop in, grab Charisma plus Reduced Mana, which means you can drop Purity of Elements, and instead you can run Haste, going from a 40% aura to a 60%. Charisma will allow you to do that. And just getting Dex on your gear, for example, what I'm using right now, 27 Dex with a 21 Dex. My shield also gives 39 Dex. Boom, that's Dexterity already. 2 pieces of gear covers 2 points on my skill tree. So that's other options you have. I haven't really seen anything else I would like. One other option is going through Shaper and grabbing the life nodes here, but I mean, you don't really need too much life. I'm sitting at 2.8k and I seem fine. I've got life nodes here, and I'm only level 77, so my life will gradually increase as well. But like I said, there is an option to grab this entire Scion life wheel. There's even, I don't know, I don't think skittering is worth the 3 points unless you're like a full curse build, which I'm only double curse as my current character. Quick recovery is also another option. If you need help with like hybrid damage on chaos resist, quick recovery is good, and Shaper for the few points helps a lot with sustaining versus chaos degeneration. Other than that, I really don't see too many points I could go into. I mean, there's yeah, that's pretty much it. So just to confirm, I want to build the tree one more time on a PoE builder for you guys. So let's see, let's pull up a PoE skill tree. Let's see if this one is the advanced one or not. Okay, this is the one I'm using. I don't know what this build is. Oh, this is my build, look at that. Let's reset it, let's go witch. Now I changed some stuff, so I think you guys can see the nodes now. Before I didn't use to show, but one of my friends, I think it was Normac, told me to change some settings around. Okay, so I apologize, I'm a bit tired, so I may butcher a few points, but I'm gonna build this assuming you're not going Flame Blast. I'm just gonna build this as a summoner, assuming you have some gear to carry you. So we're gonna go into Deep Wisdom. I took Heart and Soul to start off with. I'm gonna come up. We're gonna go ahead and grab the area here into life, move across. Move down, grab these ASAP, come across. 1, 2, 3, life. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, that's right. There's also Inner Force you can pick up. I completely forgot about that. I apologize. Inner Force is a really good node. Okay, now around this time, you're kind of getting your Spectres. So actually, you'll definitely have your Spectres by now. So let's even remove some points here. Let's say I'm like right here. You have minion damage here. You have extra Spectre here. Now there's no actual correct order in this. It's all up to you. Same with almost every build you do. It's kind of, you just have to get the feel of your characters and really see how far you want to go until you allocate certain points. But this is an outline of how I would build a character. You would come across. I would skip hybrids because I don't think I really need them right now. Same with grabbing these nodes for now until you need them / don't need them. Fill in some nodes. Fill in your hybrids. Drop your Shaper. Definitely grab your aura nodes. And like stated before, it's really all preference based whenever you want to grab what. You would go hybrid. Definitely by this point you should be hybrid. Got your shield nodes. And that's pretty much the outline. There's a lot of points that can be bounced back and forth. I may be missing some points here and there. Some basic points like this one right here. Like I said, I'm a bit tired, but that should have, the previous explanation before should help you guys out a lot with how the build actually works. And it's pretty solid. Like as of right now, my gear will be uploaded on the forums later on, but I'm sitting on, see, I haven't gotten my new helmet yet, but with my current build, I'm sitting at 5,700 energy shield and 2,800 life. The life, of course, will go up. I've got life nodes here, and I've got life nodes down here as well. That's a pretty big buffer of health before it hits, it's 5.7k ES it has to go through before it taps my life pool. Even if I don't have any mitigation, it's still a big chunk, and I still had 2 insta-cast blasts as well. So it's pretty interesting. I'm very happy with it. But, hope this helped you guys out. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.